Alright, Andreas from Simply Explained here. Thank you for checking out my YouTube channel. With over 10 years of being invested in the market and 3 years in private banking, I'm happy to share some of my thoughts on investing and finance. And today I'm doing a double upload. And I'm doing that because 150 of you guys have subscribed. So thank you, it means a lot. So what was the interesting graph that you saw in the thumbnail of this video? Well, it was a graph over the value of $100 American over time. And how I got to these numbers was that I did something called discounting future cash flows to look at what would $100 in the future be worth in terms of today's money. And this is a very important calculation in finance and something that's commonly used to value investment opportunities and what price a stock should be trading at. And this is sort of step 2 in the due diligence. Once you understand how to read results and the balance sheet, then step 2 is sort of doing projections based on discounted cash flow. Alright, so I've put some data here in Excel, and what I've done is I've written the year in this part of the Excel, so 2021 starting with, and then the number 100 here representing $100. And what I've done here is that I made a very simple formula, taking the cell above here and multiplying it by 0.98, representing a discount rate of 2%. And this number I got from the central banks communicating that at least here in the Western world we have a yearly inflation target of 2%. Alright, so every year the central bank wants to have inflation at 2%, nice and steady. This is the ideal scenario. We've seen in the past there's been hyperinflation, there's been short periods of deflation even. So this is by no means a certain assumption. However, this is sort of the guidance put out there, and that's why I'm using this number in my calculation. And then I just dragged down here to get this formula, year by year by year, continuing to discount year by year by year, starting to compound. And we can see here that in more than 200 years, $100 will be like having about 50 cents today. So that's how quickly the value of the dollar is dropping. And this is not something unique to the United States of America. This is something that we see here in Europe as well, in European countries where we have the values of our local currency dropping. And when we make a graph of this, we can see that $100 today in 2021, in terms of actual buying power and what you can buy with this, will continue to drop and drop and drop and drop to more than 200 years from now. $100 in terms of buying power will represent about 50 cents today. So maybe you can get a bubble gum for $100 or something like that. And this is what inflation is doing to currencies. I hope you found this video educational and entertaining, and I hope you make a lot of money investing, friends. Invest safe, take care, bye bye.